Hello everyone, welcome to FedScoop TV. I'm your host Greg Otto, and we're coming from the Digital Nation Summit today, and I'm talking with Frontis Wiggins, the CIO of the State Department. Frontis, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Greg.
So I wanted to get your perspective on the government's transformation into digital. Do you have any success stories or specific anecdotes that you can tell me about when it comes to modernizing and moving into this digital world?
Absolutely, Greg. So a few items that come to mind, obviously, are movement to the cloud and movement into a more mobile environment. We talk about the digital diplomat in our office, and the fact that we're trying to give people the tools to be able to, especially in the overseas environment, move outside the embassy walls and really go out there and meet with the folks they need to and report back in real time. So we've leveraged Google and Google Docs, for example, to do election monitoring in places like Cotonou and in Accra, where we've had real-time reporting on election, as well as keeping track of the health and safety of the folks who are out at the polls looking at things. So leveraging Google for that, we're getting ready to launch Office 365 on an Azure platform for a FedRAMP High and FISMA High environment. We also have Salesforce, we've got Huddle, we've got Slack, we've got Box. We're moving on an enterprise mobile solution that's going to have an integrated two-factor authentication that's going to allow folks to go out there instead of having to go through multiple levels of RSA tokens and things to log on to a BlackBerry, God forbid, give people a native Windows environment that they can get their mobile desktop. So that's something we've been talking about as well. We're getting ready to kick off a sensitive but unclassified kind of a one level up, moderate or high data Wi-Fi environment for consular affairs. We hope to have that in place in July. So you have a mobile desktop, you're no longer tethered to an endpoint that's locked in at a desk. And that's what we're really moving towards, because there's an improvement in infrastructure and also costs that you can realize. Instead of having to wire UTP or Cat5 cable or fiber everywhere, you can actually just have endpoints that are digital, and then you have wireless access points. So a number of things ongoing right now are also things that are already in place.
So of that host of products and services that you were talking about, what among them in the emergency technology field, or maybe it's something that we didn't talk about, what in emerging technologies is helping federal agencies achieve their mission and move them forward in the digital world?
It's the movement to the cloud, really, in that I don't have to own the infrastructure. I can get platform as a service, I can get software as a service, I can commoditize it and consume it as I see fit. I can use something for a short period of time and not have a long-term investment in it. That allows me to free up both funding and people to do things in a more, here's the word, 25% work in an agile way, and not have to invest my time, my O&M funds, my full-time employees into maintaining an infrastructure that is not as adaptable. So the flexibility the cloud offers, and also the access that you can get to it from mobile devices, is huge, and really is letting people break away from their desks and get out and be more successful.
So finally, what challenges do you see as you continue to move more and more into the digital way of life?
A couple of things come to mind. First off, a lot of our corporate applications are not cloud ready or mobile ready. They've been built for the old LAN WAN environment. They've not been built for an interface that works from a small form factor. So getting those corporate apps ready for that environment is a form of triage, right? You have to figure out which ones you can move quickly, move them, and then the rest you have to work through and get the funding assigned to it to stop doing a legacy system and move it into a mobile platform. And the other thing is security, right? You can't pick up the paper without some new example of some cyber issue. And we have a lot of PII data, especially when you look at our consular systems that have got passport and visa information that we have to secure. And so I think what we're probably going to end up having is a hybrid environment, where we have some on-prem stuff for the things that we absolutely feel that we have to safeguard ourselves, and that we may do better than even a cloud provider, and then other things that we're perfectly capable and qualified to move to the data to move out to an environment that's provided by Google, Amazon Web Services, or Microsoft. And so the challenge is going to be bridging that hybrid environment and giving people access with the right authentication to the right type of data. And the big thing we've talked about is, it's also, I should say, it's less about the systems and less about the applications, more about the data that's in them, and making sure that that data is on the right platform and is available from the right devices or right authentication.
Great. Frontis, appreciate your insight. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Greg.
For all of our videos, check out our YouTube channel, and for more information, check out fedscoop.com. I'm Greg Otto. Thanks for watching.